Okay, we should be live now.
Okay, I would like to welcome everybody to the Johnson City Library's annual meeting. And I would like to introduce myself as Cynthia Keene. I'm the board vice president. And to my right is Debbie, who is our treasurer. And then I have Miss Donna to my left, and she is a board member. And then we have Miss Michaela McDonald, that is the librarian. And then we have Miranda Vega, who is assistant librarian. And now it's time to start the meeting. We're going into a new phase for the library. Maggie has just retired as the librarian for 10 years, was it?
11.
11 years. My memory's not too good tonight. And then we have Ms. Michaela, who's coming in with some fresh, innovative ideas. And then I'm going to hand the meeting over to her because she's going to talk about some of those new, innovative ideas to expand the community welcome into the library.
Hello, I'd like to go over a few updates that we had from this previous year. Even though it was an unusual year and we were in a pandemic, we actually were able to get quite a bit done at the library. We started the year off completing the Crocker Foundation Award that gave us a fund to refurnish a lot of the library's furnishings. We got new bookcases, we got a new seating area, we got new children's bookcases. We did that right before we went into shutdown, so we were still working on that when we were in the shutdown, but when we came back we got that finished. And we this past year we really focused on sustainability, so we had our pollinator gardens. We have a pollinator garden on the right side of the library and then in the back on the left side, and those were replanted with a youth group from the First United Methodist Church. They helped us with that. And then we put in a rainwater tank and an irrigation system so that those gardens will be watered with rainwater, so that's as sustainable as possible. And we have put in a pathway around the library so you can walk by the pollinator gardens and see the rain tank, and which is really important during this time when we're not as focused on being inside. It's a lot more outside focused. We had redesigned our logo this past year, but Kat McCool redesigned our new logo, which really focuses on technology and sustainability as well. We, as part of the emergency funds for the pandemic, there was a series of grants put out, and we applied and got one of the CARES grants. So with that, we are building out an outdoor education area. So we've got chairs and we've got a TV screen to do programs outside, and we have solar shades on our outdoor area now, so it'll be comfortable when it gets a little bit warmer. As part of that grant as well, we're doing a series of educational videos focusing on the Hill Country community in collaboration with the Science Mill. We'll be producing those soon. And we have a series of art classes, again with the idea of sustainability and kind of focusing on our pollinator gardens, that they painted these beautiful butterflies. That art project is now installed in the library. We also, towards the end of the year, we built a makerspace, which is a place to create. And our makerspace has a 3D printer, a Cricut, and sewing machines. But we're planning to kind of add to that, so it'll be a space for anybody to go in and create things. So going into this new year, we will be bringing on a new part-time employee, which we're excited about. They will be focusing on programs development, so we'll really be able to spend a lot more time with programs and facilitating programs, but it'll also allow our other employees to spend more time, so we'll be able to do a lot more with that extra person. We want to focus on community outreach and programs outside of the library. We'd like to start having a booth at the market days and reach out to the school and collaborate with them a bit more, and in general just get out more into the community in Johnson City. We'll be expanding our digital collection and our online catalog. We'll focus more on, right now we're part of a digital consortium in Central Texas, but with our new catalog, it'll be building stuff just for our patrons alone. So it'll be a lot easier to get books that our patrons are interested when they go online to get ebooks and audiobooks. As I mentioned, we with the CARES grant for last year, we are starting this outdoor education area. So this year, starting in the spring, we'll start to have a lot more programs outside. So it'll be a little bit safer, where we won't have to, limit as many people that can come inside. We'll be able to be outside in the fresh air. As part of the pathway that we put in last year, we're also building a story walk, which is a series of displays that we will put in children's books, and we'll have a walk. As you walk along the path, you'll be able to read the book. But also as part of those displays, we'd like to feature, any kind of exhibit that's culturally relevant to our area. So we could have art exhibits or science exhibits, anything that's enriching. That way it'll add to our outdoor education element. And really we would just like to focus on, sustainability in general, and expanding our technology focus and getting out more into the community.
Sounds good. Have any questions come in?
No.
Okay, and now I would like to turn the budget part of our meeting over to Debbie. She is going to give you an overview.
So our income from the library, the majority of the income is coming from sales tax. And our budget, we're budgeted at $334,755, and of that, $290,000 comes from sales tax. So the sales tax has been a huge benefit to the library. We don't have any large changes to anything. Small expenses came up, but we're still coming in at around $334,000. The only thing that might change is that expenses, we've allotted about $8,000 for computers, and if we need any change outs on that. And of course, we did budget for the fourth person in the library. Other than that, very little has changed in our budget. We don't have any large expenses coming up that we know of. And a few changes, I think the online?
We added to the volume so we could expand our online collection.
Right, so that's really a good benefit. It was only a change for us of about $500, but it gives you a chance to check out more books with your Kindle or e-reader, whatever you're using. Are there any questions from the audience?
I don't see any questions coming up.
All right. Well, I hope with all these new goals that the expansion to better serve our community will be our #1 priority, and that you will take advantage of coming into the library when you can, and also taking advantage of all the outside things that Michaela mentioned. And we welcome you to visit Johnson City Library at any time.
Thank you.
And also feel free to leave any questions on this video post that you have regarding the meeting, and we'll be sure to get to them.